Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to look at a map called Sulaco Bay. And I don't know if that's how you pronounce it at all. I have no idea, so I'm just guessing it's Sulaco. First things first, let's get a more appropriate vehicle, because this is a high-speed rally course, and a stock truck doesn't really match that idea. So instead, I'm going to use the Hirochi Sunburst 2.0 all-wheel drive rally DCT, because that one seems to match the idea of a high-speed rally course. Now, a high-speed rally course basically just means it's a rally course that's pretty smooth, and you can go flat out through most of the bumps and stuff and not have to worry too much about crashing and spinning out from a bump, unless you're off the course like right there. And there's also the possibility you hit the guardrails, which is coming up right over this bend, and I want to intentionally hit it right here just to show you that these guardrails work well. When you hit them and bounce off like you would a real guardrail. Some other maps you have these guardrails that are part black hole, and you hit them and it just sucks you in. This one, you hit it and it bounces off just like you would expect in real life, which is nice to have. It's nice when the guardrails actually do their job properly. Anyways, we're gonna keep driving, although I can't go right good because my suspension's damaged, so I should probably reset. And you know what we could do? We could do some things from the interior. It's just a good change of pace to do something like this on the map, I figured, because it's neat to see a map from a realistic perspective. If you're like a real driver of a car on a real road, this is exactly what you see. You wouldn't see, you know, a crazy camera angle like this. But my driving won't be realistic. I'm gonna drive really crazy and crash probably pretty often because it's BeamNG.drive. If you're not crashing, you're doing something wrong to some extent. I mean, there is some people who say, I don't want to crash, and I'm like, well, okay then, that's what you want to do, then don't crash. Me, you know what, I'm like, not crashing, that doesn't sound right. I want to crash. Or at least fly through the air, then crash, yeah. Oh, my windshield broke. It somehow survived the first hit though, that was impressive. I don't know where I am anymore. How's my car? Doesn't look too good. Can it drive? Nah, it's toast. That car needs to be respawned. And let's go ahead and let's do some driving from the exterior now, actually. Gotta find the road, because you're not normally supposed to be over here. I just decided to fly off the road because it looked fun. It looked kind of like a ramp. Where is the road? I think I see it. Oh, goodness, I thought I could drive through that. You tricked me again, shrubs. Aha! How straight do you drive? Straight enough. I don't need to see where I'm going. Oh! I was changing camera angles. That ain't fair. Okay, let's see. I was driving this direction, I believe. Yeah, because it was downhill. Where's that road go? I think that one goes to like a little house, if I'm not too lost. Yes, little house. It was actually two houses, but I knew where I was to some extent. I mean, I guess that's more of a shed than a house, isn't it? Ah, whatever. That's so picky. You know what? I'm just happy I remember there's a building in this direction, and you can't argue with the fact that those are buildings. And as far as I can tell, there's no way to really sneak onto them. Like, I'd be the kind of person who's like, can I sneak onto that building somehow? But I don't see anything that would really work for that unless you're maybe up there and you've really come flying at it. But there's no, like, ramps or anything around here. I'm making sure I show you, though. Oh, don't get stuck. Woo! I thought you were about to get stuck. It was gonna be sad. And of course, you could drive into the water. I don't know why you would do that, but you can, and then yeah, your engine dies. Because the water is done properly. Oh, weird. Oh, that looked cool. Like, I've never seen a car hit the water like that, where it just momentarily just stood on its nose, and then it decided to tip backwards. That was kind of cool to watch. Anyways, we could say, hey, look, I'm on a building, because I can. What if you were in the building? Yeah, that's not gonna work out well, is it? I'm in the building because I can. I don't know if I could drive through these walls in the exterior. I can't drive at all, can I? Oh, ha! I'm out of the building because I can. Alright, anyways. Enough of the buildings. Just showing off, though. Nothing in them. No Easter eggs. Boo. No Easter eggs. Here's some things you can crash into, but they are a little wonky sometimes, like right there. It went straight through my car, and it's mostly okay, but that's a known issue, which might be fixed in a future version. But I just wanted to point it out because it's worth pointing out. Sometimes they seem to work out fine. Sometimes, like that one, that's really as bad as it gets in terms of the way the crash looks. That one went straight through the car with minimal damage. Anyways, let's go ahead and do some more interior driving. Into this! Into this right here. We're gonna drift our back end right into it. Oh, I actually cleared it. Oh well. I was planning to just clip it, but I cleared it. Clip this one. Oh goodness, that's way more than a clipping. It's like going in for a haircut, and they cut your ears. I think I'm okay though. Oh, that tire's not okay. I just see it start tipping inwards, and then it just totally Back to the Future's on me. Yeah, that's not okay. Although Back to the Future is the opposite direction, isn't it? Oh! Gee. You're scaring me now, car. Like somehow you can still drive, except you can't. I don't really know if I should try to drive on this. Like, I know I'm gonna crash, but we could get up to speed, so it's like, I gotta. Well, okay, I can't really get up to speed, can I? Because I keep spinning out. Come on, car, go, go, go. I want you to get up to 100 miles per hour, even though that speedometer is totally inaccurate, I think, right now. Because this does not feel like 90 miles per hour. Okay, you're done. You're done. So that's, a lot of driving with a stock vehicle. I think we could go ahead and change things up a bit and use a modded vehicle. For example, we could use the Zaxby's Capri, which is a kind of risky idea because this is a high-powered rear-wheel drive car on dirt roads. I'm definitely going to want a manual transmission for this so I could shift early so I'm not going into too much power and sliding all over the place. But these roads are relatively grippy for being dirt roads. I think they are a little less grippy than a regular road, though. Or I might just be imagining it. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I gotta have them side by side to tell. And I don't have any side by side tests that I've done. But it feels like a dirt road for the most part. But not like a mud or something like that, you know? It feels... I don't know. You could download it and try it out. You see what you think. Oh, clear the corner. I didn't want to crash into those poles. I just kind of was like, slide it, and we're okay. Alright, 150 kilometers per hour. Where did I get kilometers? Oh well. Fly! Oh, I couldn't really see anything because of all the trees. Alright, let's move it out. Because I want to see the wreckage. Wreckage, come over here. They actually held together better than I expected. This is, well, maybe not. I don't know, this is the car where every piece falls off really easy, and that's why I like it. It's like everything's attached with zip ties. Because it's a race car, and that's to some extent realistic. Like race cars, the body panels aren't attached very strongly. Man, with the kilometers per hour speedometer, though, it's just like, man, I'm going so fast. And then I gotta think, okay, if I'm going 200 kilometers per hour, that's really only like 124. So it's not that impressive after all. Well, I mean, that's still pretty impressive. Alright, let's try flying again. Fly! Ow. That killed the engine. Like, there's no engine sound even. I think the engine flew out of the car. Alright, go ahead and reset that. Let's use a different car again. I'm just switching them up all over the place. Let's use a car that actually fits the environment a little bit better if I can find it. Thought I had it installed. I'm just being dumb. Oh, there it is. The Polo. And I'm going to put the gravel one up. Because it just makes more sense to have the gravel one with roads that look like they'd be part gravel. Man, this thing has such short gearing. I'm like, shift, 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 shift. Oh, we're in top gear already, almost. I mean, that's a real rally car gearbox for you, though. They are very short geared. Because on a normal rally course, well, most rally courses, you don't get up to too high of speeds. This is a high speed one, like I said, so this gearbox might be a little too short for it. I don't know. I mean, with me as the driver, I probably won't be able to push the car to its limits where it really matter enough. But a better driver, it might make a difference. And I don't know if those little graphical glitches there was my computer being weird like it sometimes likes to do, or if it was the map. Hey, there it is again. I don't know. It's annoying having a graphics card where you're not sure if it's causing the problem. It's like, it might be, but I'm not 100%. Anyways, I've been driving around for a while, and I actually managed to find my way to the airport. Not sure how I managed that. Like, I'm just driving all over the place. You see, I'm not planning a route or anything. I'm just driving and be like, oh, it'd be cool to crash here. And then I do it, and then I respawn it and keep driving in, well, pretty much any direction I feel like. So, let's see. We'll go real fast, and we're going to crash, and then we're going to fly off the airport. Well, that was unexpected. I figured I would kind of fly off of that crash, not go into mountain climbing mode and just scale the whole mountain. I didn't know this car could scale mountains so well. Hey, look, I found a house. I've never seen that house before, actually. Oh, no, I don't get to see it. Come on, roll right. Yes, I do. I get to see the house. You can't stop me. Well, my lack of traction can stop me. They're nothing special. They're just the default BeamNG.drive houses. But I've never seen them there before. I never drove this road. Alright, to the airport! Since you still drive, you could get there yourself. Nah, I don't think you're gonna drive, are ya? Nope, that's toast. Reset. Launching off the line. One thing that's gonna be inconvenient is the airport isn't lined up with the angle of the plane, is it? That might be a pain to work with. Oh, it is! Awesome! I thought it wasn't for a second, but it was. Alright, so we're gonna put it right there. And we're gonna spawn up the plane, and the plane we're gonna use is gonna be... Well, there's really only one plane I have that'll probably work here. We could try the B-25 Mitchell, but I'm pretty sure that's a bad idea because it's way too big for this runway. We'll try it out later. First, we're going to use the Cessna 172, though. Alright, let's see the controls for this. Right, so you put it in a manual mode, you put it in a third gear, then you use the arrow keys, I believe, and I think the blinkers also do something with the rudder. And I just clip right through those trees. I am so lucky my wing didn't just get torn off. Anyways, though, we have taken off on that little runway, which is a great success as far as I'm concerned. And we're flying, sort of. I'm not keeping a real level flight, but we are flying. We could go right and left a little bit with the rudder like that. Swerve all over the place. We lose height, then we crash and die. Right, don't want to be doing that, not yet at least. But anyways, I figured we could do a little bit of flying over the map because it gives you a good idea of kind of how big it is. You can see the roads we were driving on earlier. Kind of just how big they are compared to the rest of the map, how far they go, all that kind of stuff. And the map gives you a runway, so I figure why not use a plane to do it instead of a flying camera machine. Now, one thing I must point out, though, I don't think that speedometer is 100% accurate. Because I'm pretty sure my speed would have changed from 67 miles per hour when I was diving versus climbing. But it's pretty much just saying it's 67, so don't trust that to like figure out how big the island is. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going closer to 100 miles per hour, if not more, while I'm flying. But there you go, there's like a quick tour of the size of the island. Looks weird, like the shadows right there, that looks trippy. I never paid attention if there was actually sun rising and setting or if that's just the things loading in. Alright, now here's something I am terrible at. We're gonna try to land this thing. This is the dumbest thing I've ever tried because I know it's gonna go terribly, but we're gonna try it anyways. So we're gonna go out this way, and then we're gonna just go way right all the way around, and then go gearing down. Like I'm coming in at such a crazy angle as well. That doesn't really help. Reverse, reverse, reverse. This is not how you land a real plane, but I don't care. I'll take it. The plane broke, didn't it? Yeah, I smacked the propeller into the ground. No, 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 no. Ow. I mean, I can't say I didn't expect that. Like, that's exactly what I expected. Oh, it's gonna do a nose stand, too. I love those nose stands. Those are fun. Like, the way the water just gives you that nose stand, because it has to do with, I guess, the slope of this cliff right here. That's what makes it so cool when you fall in the water. And, you know what? Since we can, let's try the B-25 as well. I don't think it'll be able to take off because it's too wide, but we're gonna try it anyways. Alright, so we gotta put this one in real automatic and then put it into drive, I believe, and that's the way you take off. Okay, we gotta go left, go left, go left, go left, go left, go left. Alright, now pull. There's no way. There's not enough room to get up to speed. Like, even if you were able to clear the trees, which I don't know if that's even possible, there's not enough room to get up to speed unless you're way at the back of the runway, which, well, we already are. So, let's forget that idea and let's do something else instead, because I don't think it's gonna work out. At least not with me trying to fly it. If you're like expert pilot man and you get like a perfect setup, it might be able to happen, but I'm not expert pilot man. Anyways, let's go ahead and use a stock car once again. We'll use the Moonhawk. Nah, scratch that. There's no rally edition of the Moonhawk. We could use the regular Corvette because it has a rally edition for it because it makes sense at a place like this. As for the color, let's go with red. Fire red. Oh man, everything's so zoomed out because of the plane. Alright, let's do some stuff from the interior then. Cause I said I was gonna do interior, so I'm gonna do it. I'm not a liar. Cutting that corner good. I was afraid I was gonna hit a boulder or something, because that's usually what happens when I try something like that. I have no idea where I'm going. Am I gonna find that little house? Kind of feels like I'm on that path, but I'm not 100% sure. No, no, tip, don't, no, oh, yes. I think I just made a loop, didn't I? Yeah. See, I get disappointed and I crash my car. That's why you don't want to drive with me in real life. Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm gonna crash my car now. Alright, let's go to the left this time, because right just puts you in a loop. Oh goodness, no traction. I was braking at a bad time. Like, I ended up just braking and then I locked up my front wheels and I couldn't get any traction, and then things went terribly wrong from there. Here's what I want to do. I want to see if we jump into the water, will it still do that nose stand thing. Nose stand, yes! And then tip. I really like watching that. I have no idea why. It's one of those really dumb things that's just like fun to watch to me. Smack. Reset. And good to go. I want to do that from the exterior as well though, because it's just so fun. So in we go. And you better do a nose stand this time. Oh, you little. I can't believe you. I trusted you. And you didn't do the nose stand. I just realized, are those the same rims on the, or not rims, you know what I mean. But are those the same ones as on the Sunburst rally one? I don't know. They look similar. I just realized that, that's all. Come on. Oh, I can't nose stand anymore. I was lucky to get it in the interior, I guess. Because you got to see it from the inside. But I can't do it now. The nose stands are gone. Forget the nose stands. We'll drive this way instead. I mean, I guess probably by now you got a good idea of what this map is, has to it. And, I should mention, the frame rate's pretty decent. Like, for maps that look as good as this one, I've had ones that are definitely worse. This one's on the higher end for the amount of detail it has in terms of frame rate, which is nice to have. But it does drop my frames a little bit. Probably about comparable to a stock map, maybe. It's hard to say for certain. Might be a little bit better. But I figure I should point that out for anybody out there who worries about frame rate a lot. And I think what we'll do is we're just going to drive this car until I can crash it. And I'm going to try to crash it. I'm not going to just drive around like I am right now. I'm just going to full throttle from now on. No more brakes. And there's the crash. That was fast. That roll cage, man. It's holding me alive. Oh, wait. No, wait. It still drives? I think this will still drive. Like, the driver, he got some hurt. But the car, it's like, oh, I'm fine. Except for the fact that you don't get to tell it what direction to go. It can't drive. It can spin the wheels, but that's not driving. That's just spinning the wheels and going nowhere. Anyways, until next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.